Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the first spot of the day. We are at the Ocoee Whitewater Center. And today's objective for the fishing mission is to catch a toad smallie. Now, like I've said before, smallmouth love rocky bottom and clear water. So this looks like it's gonna be smallie heaven. It's at the end of that rock. I can see it. As you can see, the problem with rocky bottom is that sometimes you will get hung. And Noah just bent his A-frame that he bought 2 days ago. But hopefully, with all these conditions, I have already missed a bite, so that's a good sign. I just got a bite. Do I have a fish on? I just got bit twice then. Holy shit, I just got bit twice. But like I was saying, hopefully with these conditions, we should be able to pull out a toad smallie. Today I am using a pumpkin seed Craw chunk on a chatterbait, and I'm using my 5.6 Bill Dance medium light. And the plan for today is just to work our way downstream. We're starting as far up as we can and working down to some of the better spots. We actually parked about, I'd say, a half mile from where we are right now. So we did get to see some of the spots where we were walking up to this place. And let me tell you, they look amazing. Is that a hole? Are you kidding? Bro, that's hollow. What if I would have thought that was a puddle and stepped in it? From time to time, I will also be throwing this spinner. It's got a sun perch swim bait on it, and it's on my 6.6 Bill Dance pole. Well, boys, nothing doing at the first spot. So I think we're gonna move a little bit further downstream. All right, we are at spot number 2. It's another deep pocket, just like the last little bit. There's a waterfall coming into it. The best part about this river system is literally for miles, it looks like this. Oh, I just had a little fish come up to it. That looked like a rock bass. I'm gonna cast into that water and see if I can get anything. Bass? Okay, thank you. I'm gonna work my way up there. We just had some lady from the bridge shout down here and tell us that there were fish down here. So I think I'm actually gonna move up to where she's at and see if there's a big smallmouth. Are they chasing or looking at it or anything? Well, boys, no luck on the fish that are in this small pocket, which you could obviously see. I mean, she's standing above it. She said there was at least 10 in here, but I'm thinking they're gonna be kind of small fish, at least pulled up in this pocket. They might even possibly be trout. There are trout in this river, so of course any fish is a fish, but I don't think they're gonna take anything that we've got here. I'm gonna go ahead and move back. So I'm gonna move back to the deep pocket that was just at. So for whatever reason, this place looks amazing and we have yet to get any bites, but I haven't seen any bait fish, so that's not a good sign. And I've only gotten one bite for the 30 minutes that we've been here, and that was at the very beginning. So I think what we're gonna do is keep moving down from this spot and see what we can get. There was a smallmouth in this spot. I figured it would be right here underneath this waterfall. Ton of oxygen in the water, but I just drug my chatterbait through it. No hits. Oh, as soon as I said something, I just had a fish chase right here. I don't know if the GoPro got that. That was sick. It wasn't huge. It might have been a rock bass, honestly. But like I said, that's where I figured a smallmouth would be. Okay, I don't know what that was, but that felt like a bite. All right, I'm gonna give it about 3 more and then we're moving on. What we have noticed so far is that 1, this place is really rocky, but 2, they also flood this place. There are a lot of warning signs saying that there is unexpected high water, so we think that might have flushed all of the bigger fish a little bit further downriver. Alrighty, last cast, let's make it a good one. Not too shabby. All right, well, I'm giving up on that fish. He didn't want to take it. He wasn't too big anyway. I say he was probably a few inches over the size of my actual chatterbait. Oh boys, my smallie senses are tingling right now. So right in front of us, there's about 4 bass, I'd say. It looks like, honestly, they look like largies. Oh, he can't do it. He can't do it. There's at least 2 big ones right here in front of us. Well, they appear to have moved off. So I'm gonna keep working my way down this little bit until we get to this waterfall and see how that looks. Now we're on to the next spot. And yes, I'm probably gonna say this about every place that we go to, but it looks amazing. I switched over from a spinner to a swim bait. This water's extremely clear, so I used a pearl color, and hopefully we can get some bites. Noah is so far ahead of me. He's making sure he gets all the good spots before I get to him, apparently. This place definitely has my smallie senses tingling. Oh, a fish chased that off the wall. It wasn't very big, but it chased it. That's pretty much been the problem of this entire trip so far. Well, not in Knoxville, I guess, but the water levels are really, really low. So the only fish that are in these spots, because they flushed them, are I almost slung my rod into the water. But the only fish that are in these spots, just because they flush the water, are really tiny. So we've seen 1 decent largie. And of course, I'm welcome to any fish that bites this. But what I'm hoping for is a toad smallie. Oh yeah, tiny little fish. He came off the bottom and chased it. He was smaller than my swim bait. I'm gonna throw this for about 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna switch over to my chatterbait. Not wanting the swim bait apparently. So many tiny fish. I just had another tiny fish chase this. I'm kind of perplexed, honestly. I 100% believed that there would be a smallmouth right here. I'm honestly so confused that there's not. This water is so clear. The bottom is so rocky. It honestly looks like a smallie heaven right now. We'll give it a few more and then we're gonna move on down. It's a real shame because look at this spot. It looks so good. I don't get it. I don't understand. This place looks too good not to cast. Oh, I think I just missed a bite. He was tapping it the whole way. Oh, that was a fish. That was a tiny smallie. It was legit about the size of my swim bait. That's literally how it's gonna be all day. I'm just guessing. Until we can find some deeper pockets where the bigger fish are. Oh, I just saw a fish right there. There are so many fish in here. They're just all small. They keep chasing it. They're just too small to bite it. All right, well, now that I know that they're too small, I'm gonna go ahead and move on down. Well, we are at the next spot. And as you can see, it looks a lot different. It's a lot wider. There's actually a dam a little bit further downstream. So we're gonna be heading to that in just a second. Still throwing my swim bait right now. Threw a chatterbait about 5 minutes ago, and I'll be using both of these as we work down the bank. We saw a few largemouth a little bit further up the bank while we were walking down to this spot, so we're pretty optimistic. This looks like it's a pretty public area, so I'm guessing it gets fished a lot. But like I said, we're gonna keep working down the bank until we can get a bite, and if we don't, we'll be at the dam in just a second. Well, boys, we finally found a spot that didn't have boat fuckers, and it actually looks really nice. So I'm pretty optimistic about this. I'm throwing my swim bait, and we're gonna see if we get any bites. I hear boat fuckers. They're gonna come in through here and ruin this.
Hello.
What's up? I hope the GoPro got them. I hope the GoPro got them. So I can prove to everyone at home. This is what we've been dealing with all day, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why there's not a fish right here on the bank. Well, that makes the 6th lure I've lost today. That was a good chatterbait. I've lost probably countless shad at this point. So I think we're gonna call it a day here, boys. All right, guys. I know I said we were calling it a day, but we decided before we go back to the hotel, we're gonna check some spots on Google Maps. We try to find some ponds, and we found this place. And while I was here, I think I got the best catch of the day easily. I found a new baitcaster. I can't believe this. It was just laying down here. I don't even know what to say. Well, finders keepers, losers weepers. I'm gonna go show this to Noah now. Let's see what he says. Hello. Come here, I found something. It's gonna blow your mind. I found a baitcaster.
Put it in here. Let's go.
I found a baitcaster. What the hell?